my channel. I'm so glad you clicked on it. Can you please comment and tell me what made you click on this? Did you have already read this book? This is the book that I'm going to review today. So I started this channel to promote my graphic memoir called Mom Remembers Me. It is my story of how I used my health and fitness knowledge to stop my mother with mild dementia from forgetting me. So I was doing bullet journal videos because I kind of got back into art, taking care of my mother, and I always encourage every caregiver to use some form of art to help them with their caregiving. And I also started reading a lot of graphic books to learn to write my graphic memoir. My graphic memoir is different because I'm using photos and I use Adobe Fresco for drawing people, and I use InDesign to put it all together. So it is some of my drawing, and it's an educational book. It's a funny book. It's a sad book. It points out a lot of the problems in healthcare. That's for darn sure. So I want to know why you clicked on this video, and can you please make a comment? Nobody's making any comments on any of my videos. I really, really, really appreciate it. If you weren't aware, YouTube will not monetize and give us any money unless we have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So my watch hours are up there, but my subscribers are only at 30. So if you could have a little empathy and please subscribe or at least like and comment, I would really appreciate that too. So let's get on with it. This is the book. I got this from the library. I highly recommend the library. See, it came from the library. So let's get to it. So here I am. I showed you what I look like. I always kind of want to know what people look like. So I always try to start off my videos showing you guys what I look like, and then we go into the book. So this author, Malaka, I read her other book. Her other book was I Was Their American Dream. And it was very good too. I like that too. The story was good, and I'm also in awe of her that she was growing up in Los Angeles, but she got to go over to, I forgot the country, every single summer to see her father. But I wanted to show some of my favorite parts, some of the good art in this book. I highly recommend it. It's a really fun story to read. It's a good, heartwarming story about everything. So this is the first page that I wanted to show you with the art. What I always do to improve my art is I pick a few facial expressions and a few panels in books and copy them in my sketchbook just to learn. So I will probably copy this expression. That would be really easy, but it tells you everything. It's great art. It's simple art. The colors are beautiful. I love colorful graphic books, and even when it comes to my own condo, I repainted everything in my condo. There's no beige whatsoever. So we need color in this world. So this is when she's starting off, when she has to go visit her father in Dubai every summer because their parents got divorced. So this is when she's going over there. So this was first page. I thought this page here was really good. The art here was really good. So when she's going through the a park here, that's very good too. Cute, really, really cute. So remember, if you have a story to tell the story for yourself. But I remember listening to the Book of Zen, and it said, always write your story, always do some form of whatever art it is just to help somebody else. Your form of art can help somebody else, and in the end you'll always. And I learned a lot about healthcare writing my book about my mother, things that didn't occur to me till I started writing about it. So, of course, I hope all of you know how therapeutic and beneficial journaling is just for yourself, right? So she journals in this book too. So this was good, a good page. Really like the colors in this. This is when she's Hollis, her friend's hometown, and she first goes to see. This is her stepmom. So she goes to see her with her father. So her father remarried Hala. So she goes to see her stepmom's hometown. The art here was pretty. And this I thought was an excellent rendition. So see what she was able to see every summer? I was just in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, and ABV, Dhabi are booming. So this was a really good picture. I really liked it. It was simple art, but very effective, really pretty. So just look at what she was able to see every single summer. And of course, myself included, sometimes when you're teenagers, you don't realize the beauty and what you should be grateful for. And she never really complains like that. I mean, she says a few stories about how she was a little bit of a brat to both of her parents, but she realized she was wrong. We all do that, right? Now, I really, really believe that's probably food, which is part of my book about my mother. You know, I watched my mother with all kinds of food and watched for cause and effect, and high fructose corn syrup is what made her mean and delusional. So we have to watch your food. I keep a food reaction tracker for myself too, to see which foods make my nose run, and which maybe some foods even make me really so sleepy I have to take a nap. That's an allergic reaction if you're eating something and it makes you so sleepy, unless you didn't get enough sleep, right? So this is another page. So this was an excellent, see, showing the ocean. She used to go to the ocean a lot with her stepmom, some parties, and it was interesting when she said, I learned at one point when she had a friend, she was going around the market, and the friend said, don't speak in English, otherwise they will charge you more money, which, you know, not fair, right? But just the way of the world, right? So this was very good. I really like this. And this was a simple picture, but really colorful, really pretty. When she was over there trying to figure out life, I always try to tell my students, you do fit in. You don't have to worry about fitting in. We all fit in, and we're not all supposed to be a square peg fitting into a square hole. There can be lots of different size holes. We all should be different. It would make the world a pretty boring place if everybody was the same. I always think of one of the original Twilight Zone episodes where everybody had to only be either number 6 or number 10. So you can only look like the same thing, only two different people. So I think, so we all want to be different. You don't have to worry about fitting in. So this was a good picture too. I really liked the art here. And the perspective, you know, easy perspective, but it was good. You could see some shading there in the perspective. It was good. This was a good picture too. So this is somebody that they both were hanging out laundry, and she kind of made a new friend across the way, both hanging out the laundry. I just like the color, the arts and the color in this one too. And a couple more pages I wanted to show you, and highly recommend reading this book. Yeah, this was really pretty too. See? Simple art, really, really simple, but very, very good. I thought it was great. I won't tell you the ending of the book. It's a good book. It doesn't have a bad, sad ending. It's a little bit of sad, but not really bad. Just changes, and changes, and change is inevitable. People, they know the joke about the only people that like change are babies, but everybody, you know, there is a psychologist who says that when you avoid adversities, that's a mental condition. So you can't avoid change or avoid adversities, which I keep pointing out in my book about my mother. I think you can't avoid adversities. You have to learn from them. So little changes that happened in her family as she gets older. And look at this one. See, this is a good picture too. I really like this as well. See? Yeah, see, oh, Egypt, I'm sorry. She was going to Egypt every summer to visit her father. And he worked at hotels as a manager, and nice hotels as a manager. So she also stayed at these nice hotels. I mean, talk about when she's going from LA to Egypt every summer. Well, I just think that is an awesome childhood. Okay, see, this was really pretty too. See? Some of my favorite art. And I always look at the beginning of a book to see what it says about reviewing, and this book says it's okay to show reviewing. In one of my previous videos, I did review 1984. There's two 1984 graphic adaptations, and one of them you have to get permission. So I emailed the publisher, and the publisher gave me permission to review. But I didn't have to with this one because it says I can do reviews. But of course, I recommend this book, so I would hope that they would appreciate it. And I would love it if Malaka ever saw this and made a comment. Wouldn't that be awesome? You never know. So I wanted to show this. Oh, this is another really pretty too. And then her stepmom went through a phase when she wore I'm not sure whether it's disrespectful to say regular clothes, and then she started wearing a hijab, and then I think she went back to wearing not wearing the hijab. So this was a really pretty picture too. I like this. It really tells you, shows the point, right? Okay, short and sweet. I highly recommend this book. Please make a comment, ask me some questions, let me know what you think. If you want to go borrow this from the library or go buy it and then read it and then come back and share with me what you liked about it yourself, I'd really appreciate that. Okay, I hope you keep clicking on my videos and subscribe, and have a great 2023.